too easy. Hit the flip a check, homie, who are you?
If you ain't up on Snowfall, you gotta get up on it. Damson, he plays Franklin. This nigga is Emmy worthy. I'm putting it out there right now. Emmys. Snowfall, Damson. That motherfucker's Emmy worthy. So says Snoop Dogg. Snowfall, that shit gangster. Now carry on.
Well, what an episode. I'm still breathless from it. It was easily one of the best episodes I've watched in a very long time. My boy Franklin, he was taking L after L after L. They might as well call him El Chapo after the first half of that episode. For someone who's extraordinarily wealthy, has big plans for the future, in a loving relationship with his beautiful fiancée who's expecting, and seemingly escaped the drug game unscathed, Teddy had to find a way to make him fully crack and his whole life to crumble. And what better way to do that than to make his hard-earned money disappear? Franklin was just trying to be a family man, but I think that was the last straw when he saw $73 million just disappear from his account. Franklin's rage is in final form and he's out for blood. He wants his money back and to finally kill Teddy, but he has to find him first. It's kind of like a game of cat and mouse between the two in this episode. So Franklin turns to Gustavo for help locating Teddy, but Gustavo is working through his own Teddy-related issues. His girlfriend finds a tracking device in their home. The obvious assumption is Teddy planted it and he betrayed him. Gustavo decides to make a run for it, but Teddy is one step ahead of him. The DEA intercepts and arrests him while he's picking up his stashed money from a storage unit. Teddy tipped them. His only allegiance remains to the US government. He informs his superior he seized over $70 million with the Contra war in Nicaragua coming to an end. The money can be used for other endeavors. Ironically, Franklin's cash is re-establishing Teddy's good standing with the CIA. As Veronique sees Franklin's life falling apart and his wealth crumbling, she decides to take matters into her own hand, and she makes a call to whom we can only assume is her mother. The show has already been hinting about her mother being brought into the show by kind of giving us a background of her character. So she's a skilled con artist, and we'll probably see more of her in the final season. I'm guessing she's going to bring more problems than solutions, so it'll be interesting to see how her character fits into the show. Perhaps the mother and the daughter team can still back Franklin's fortune, but I very much doubt that's going to happen. Even though Franklin was reluctant to do this, his last option was Louie, so he asks her to set up a drop with Teddy. When Louie refuses, Franklin pulls a gun on her. Not very family friendly, but he wasn't expecting this. Buckley pops up with his own gun and is ready to kill Franklin. Shit just got real at that point. Louie orders Buckley to hold off out of respect for Jerome. Nonetheless, she warns Franklin if she ever sees him again, he's a dead man. I think at the point that Louie refuses and Buckley pulls a gun on him, Franklin comes to some sort of realization, and it reminded me of something very similar. Kind of like this scene in Training Day where Denzel just goes off on everybody.
I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here.
So Franklin's response was to go full Omar Little from The Wire. I'm not sure if you guys have watched that show, but I would highly recommend it if you haven't. Omar was actually one of my favorite characters in that show. And at this particular point, Franklin and Omar shared quite a lot of similarities. Franklin employed the always reliable Dallas and Black Diamond. The lethal trio robbed Louie's club, killing 2 security guards in the process. Then they hit a second location with additional cash, drugs, and murdered 2 more people. I think Louie deserved it at that point, especially after the betrayal. In his last act of vengeance, Franklin tells Kane Louie was the one who tried to kill him. I actually liked that scene. I thought it was really good, and especially at the point where Franklin was walking down the corridor with Kane's crew and Black Diamond and Dallas behind him. It looked quite like the Avengers, as they were walking up. Elsewhere, Rubén, the KGB agent, kidnapped Avi because he knew Avi would be crucial in bringing down Teddy, the Russian spy's ultimate mission. I'm not sure about you guys, but Avi was actually one of my favorite characters in the show. If you look back at season 1, Franklin wouldn't be in the game if it wasn't for Avi. But it was inevitable. Once he gave up the information as he was getting tortured, there was no need for him. So I knew they would kill him off. After Rubén tortures Avi for a few hours, they come to an agreement. Avi would disclose the location of the documents incriminating Teddy, and in exchange, Rubén will let him go. Rubén collects the essential intel from Avi's home, but Teddy shows up with Parissa. A consistently skilled operative, Rubén manages to slip past Teddy and snatch Parissa. I actually like that scene, as he was slipping past Teddy. I thought that it was well directed. Back in the torture chamber, in hopes of further proving his worth, Harvey gives Rubén one more piece of information. Teddy no longer works directly for the CIA and is only a contractor. With that, Rubén no longer has no use for Harvey and kills him. I thought that was actually a really big loss for the show. For me, this week, in terms of both Snowfall and Power, they've lost two excellent characters without me spoiling it for you guys, and I was sad to see both of them go. Lastly, there is Cissy. She comes to see her son, who is ready to accept that she will disown him. But Cissy isn't abandoning Franklin because of a few murders and a deadly family feud. She instead suggests that they will work with the KGB. Franklin is intrigued. He didn't know his mother was in contact with foreign spies. They vowed to burn down everything to the ground together. Anyways, let's get into the predictions. So I'll be releasing a full video of my full final season predictions next week, so make sure to look out for that. But I'll give you guys a little taster of some of the predictions that I've come up with. So the first prediction is, once Kane fully recovers, he's going to be out for revenge and he's going to go straight after Louie. But that's going to be difficult to do because she has Buckley and she also has Jerome protecting her. So I think Kane's going to kill off Buckley. I think that's going to be the first death in the final season. Once Kane kills off Buckley, I think eventually he's going to kill off Louie, and that will have a bit of a knock-on effect onto Jerome. He'll end up becoming a junkie. That's one of my predictions. I think they kind of hinted at that in the previous season when Jerome saw those junkies and he got a bit emotional, so there's a possibility of that happening. Another one of my predictions is Gustavo somehow getting out and then siding with Franklin. If you look at it, they both have the same goal in terms of taking down Teddy, and both of them want to protect their own family, so I think they'll both join forces to take him down. I reckon Peaches will return in the first few episodes of the final season. I'm curious to see how Franklin will react once Peaches returns and why he actually left in the first place. Also, another interesting thing will be who Scully sides with, whether that's Franklin or Louie. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Scully will side with Franklin or Louie? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I'll greatly appreciate it if you can join my family, if you can subscribe, share and like this video. If you're a fan of Snowfall, Power or any other similar shows, I'll be dropping a lot of content on this channel. Also, I'll be doing giveaways over the next few months, so make sure to stay locked in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao!